Hey everyone, it's been a minute since I've done one of these for the Hyperbolic Time Chamber podcast. So, wanted to do a video, chat about a few different things that's been happening in my life, and just do it a little differently. I've been doing the short form videos for a minute now on YouTube, and wanted to talk a little more freely and loosely just in this format. One of the biggest updates in my life at this point is that I am pursuing a life coaching certification, which is something that definitely was not on my radar before, but it's been an interesting journey this year. Obviously, if anybody is listening here who's listened to any of the earlier episodes, my year started off with focusing on acting. That was really, a big passion of mine that I wanted to focus on in terms of taking time away from work and putting in real time into developing that area, that career, that sort of pursuit. Having said that, the year's been going how it's been going. The industry is going through a huge overhaul, and so that definitely made me pivot. I pivoted automatically also into doing content and doing podcasting and things of that nature, and it's been interesting because the material that I've been focusing on this podcast and on this content, on my YouTube channel, is all to do with self-improvement and self-development. And I think I've always been connected to this aspect and this side of things, but it was something that I kept noticing that this is really what I'm leaning into. This is really what I want to lean into. So I think at some point this sort of started evolving in a way where I realized taking this to a place where I can actually leverage it into something that I can apply from a skill set or a career or a job perspective, but also something that I can, tangibly do to impact people and sort of make a positive impact in people's lives. Life coaching became something of a thought. It was an idea that came to me, and I was thinking, okay, well, I've never considered it, but oddly enough, I've been doing some kind of coaching throughout my roles, even in the IT space, which is what my day job was, and so it kind of felt aligned and it kind of clicked because I was like, okay, well, I'm still getting to leverage my ability and interests and passions for creating content and being creative through these mediums, but I can kind of leverage that and let it feed into this other thing that I can do, which is life coaching, which is actually working with people, right? And whether that's at some point maybe one to many. At this point right now I see myself doing it one to one, but it's been really cool. And so the coaching certification program is going great. I ended up doing it through, or I am doing it through the Jay Shetty Certification School. Everybody kind of knows about Jay Shetty, or a lot of people do. It really resonated with me when I did my research on the program that he's set up and all the material and the approach it's taking and the type of way one learns and interacts in this particular program. So that's one of the biggest pieces right now as far as my kind of career goals. Definitely going through a lot of life changes. I feel like I'll talk about that in another episode. But yeah, acting, I think for me at this point right now is I'm taking a bit of a break. In that I feel like I will get back to acting when and how the time works out. I need to approach it in a way that makes sense to me, because I realize also just from a standard approach, the industry is what it is. The timing is what it is, and it's one of those things that you maybe ignore certain parts of something when you're really interested in it or keen about it, and then you start really paying attention to certain things that at a core level just doesn't align, right? So I am somebody who does really well when I'm able to plan out my schedule and look forward and kind of drive towards things, as opposed to being tapped on the shoulder and being driven to, oh, you have something you need to do now, or you need to get ready for this audition, or that thing. So it's something that I've always felt a bit sticky about, but I thought, you know what, let me give it a try. But I think I kind of, the way the year has gone, it's just been eye-opening and really revealing. So it's been great. It's been great because it kind of clarified for me certain things in terms of prioritization of what's most important, what are my passions, what's my purpose, and I've talked about this in another episode, but it really kind of comes full circle. So I think for me at this point, acting is something that I'm going to have to approach differently and maybe collaborate with people that I've already collaborated, or do projects that are a little more aligned to passion projects and things that I will be able to maybe be in the driver's seat and kind of dictate when I do the project, how I get involved in the project, etc. Right? So most of these episodes that I do, that I put up, I've tried my best now to do it in a batch format. So I have ideas, I have concepts that I want to talk about, and then I will sit and try my best to record 3 to 4 videos. So I have some in the bank and I can kind of slow drip them. It's been interesting personally, just a lot of different things have been going on in my personal life, and I was getting to a point where I felt like I needed to slow down a bit because I was just feeling drained and spent and just overstretched maybe. And now this is an episode I'm recording that I'll be putting out tonight, hopefully, because I want to try and keep still this 1 week cadence, or 1 video a week cadence. And I was just thinking to myself that this ties funny enough into life coaching in a lot of ways, where as a life coach, a big part of what you're doing is working with people, talking to people, guiding them through the things that they're looking to work on. Big goals, big issues, blockers, etc. Right? Just a variety of things. And I look back at some of these videos and I see, you're in a good place, the message rings true, it feels right, everything feels authentic and genuine, and then you go through a bad time and then you doubt all of it, a lot of it, right? You look at the videos and you think, am I just full of shit? Because everything that I've said in this video, I don't feel an ounce of it right now. And it makes you think, I'm like, okay, you feel like an imposter, right? Because when you feel good and you're still connected to sort of that higher purpose and you're talking about the things that you're passionate about, it feels right, it feels good, it doesn't feel fake or inauthentic. But the moment something bad happens, or the moment you get into a period or of a lull, or just this funk, all the voices, all the things that you work towards managing and addressing and acknowledging and dealing with get amplified. The voices go up, the volume goes up, and the chaos is, it kind of tries to break you down and convince you that you're fake, you're not authentic, you're not capable, all of it, right? All the negatives, all the stuff that your brain oddly enough tries to lie to you about, or feed you, the negative thoughts of. And so last week, the week before, I was just not in the mood to do any of the recordings, any of the videos. Also, it's been tricky trying to manage my time with the certification program, etc. And so finally, I've been feeling better now. I've kind of just been working through certain things, and through this life coaching certification program, there's a component where I'm having to coach people as a practice, and I'm also getting coached, which has also been great. So a lot of that has helped just air out some of these issues and concerns and worries maybe that I've been dealing with. And I'm recording this now and kind of understanding and being humbled by the truth, which I'm always aware of, but you always forget. Because when you're going through something, you kind of go micro view, right? You go right into it. You are so zoned in to what's happening, what you're dealing with, that you forget everything. You lose sight of all the realizations, the learnings. You have a hard time getting back to bird's eye view and just looking at everything from the top to be like, where are you? What you've done? What have you accomplished? How far you've gotten? So all those things. And I'm doing this video and I'm realizing that at no point does a life coach and again, I'm not probably the right person to speak to what a therapist might be going through, but anybody who's in a role or a capacity, or anybody period, who's trying to help somebody, advise somebody, guide somebody, coach somebody, or who's trying to do anything in their life that connects to maybe a very deep pursuit and passion and goal. There will always be times that you will be tested and you will doubt yourself badly. It will really make you feel like you're lost and you are not capable and you are fake. And maybe not everybody goes through this, but I definitely do. And it's really humbling to get on the other side of this sort of sticky period and come and realize the work never stops. We are all a work in progress. We're always just trying to get better bit by bit over time. And we will never get to a point where we won't fall back into lulls. It's just part of the process. You kind of have to fall to get up. You kind of have to trip and stumble to learn what those trips and stumbles are, that you might have to deal with again. Some of them you might be able to course correct and avoid. Some of them you will not. You will still hit that wall again. It's just a matter of hitting that wall, falling down, and then getting back up and then climbing over the wall, or getting around it, whatever, just dealing with it. So yeah, this is an episode that I'm recording now after a little while of a break from my last batch of videos. Yeah, it's been an interesting few weeks, few months, an absolutely interesting year. I don't think I have words to describe how this year has gone. And it's gonna be even more interesting in the next little while. Just a lot of cool things happening. Just trying to manage it all and kind of keep myself leveled and grounded. Really, I think to put it in the best of ways. But yeah, I am super excited about the life coaching that I'm doing. I'm already starting to see some benefits of just some of the people that I'm practice coaching, and just whatever help they're getting and whatever discoveries they're making about themselves and the challenges they're going through and the goals they're working towards. It feels awesome. It feels fantastic. So it's something that I'm looking forward to sort of working on and building out and juggling it with whatever my future looks like with my day job and having to get back into things that I know I have to, because we all got to pay bills. We all have responsibilities, and we have things that we got to take care of. So it's just finding that balance between everything, and hopefully that'll all sort itself out. And I have faith, but it gets tested a lot. So I hope I can keep pushing, or keep on top of the things and keep heading in the right direction, bit by bit and step by step. And I mean, also just a big part of it is just having the right people in your life. Absolutely blessed, incredibly blessed to have good people who care, people who are there for you, people who you can truly lean on, who show you love and support and believe in you in times when you don't believe in yourself. And so I'm truly thankful for all those people. And yeah, it's been an interesting time. And if anybody sees this, anybody watches this, and they're curious about life coaching, and I mean, curious about getting coached, I'd love to work with you. I'm going to share my information on my YouTube channel. You can find it in the description. There's ways where you can even book a session with me for a discovery call where we talk about whether whether coaching might be a fit, whether we might be a fit for each other. But at this point, it's really for my training. So it's donation based, if anything, if not unpaid. I think I'm only allowed to do it as a pay-as-you-go format, or pay what you can format. And I'm trying to suss that out. Actually, I want to make sure that I'm keeping to the right ethical standards and boundaries, and making sure that I'm not doing anything I shouldn't be. But having said that, in any case, at this point, I'm definitely keen and eager to work with people, to meet people, to see if I can help with any of the things that you might be going through. And if any of the things that I've talked about in my videos and podcast episodes before that resonate with you, that you would like to chat about, I mean, absolutely. I would love to help you if there's something that you want to talk about. So I'll drop that information on the video description, but also on my YouTube channel. You can book a meeting with me through Calendly, and if I can do something to help you on your journey, then that'll make me absolutely happy.